Hey everybody, this is Devin Gardner with Devin Gardner Marketing, and today we are starting our third and final episode on how to build your ideal buyer persona. Now, in the first video, we introduced buyer personas and we defined what they are and why they're important. In the second video, we defined target markets and we made our own target markets. Now, I highly recommend going back and watching those if you haven't seen them yet, because they are really relevant in this specific video. But today we are going to be building the buyer persona. Now, step one was build the target market. We did that in the last video, so like I said, go watch that if you haven't. Step two, narrow it down. Now, if you remember, in the first video we had our target, our bullseye. In the middle is the buyer persona, and we had our target, whatever the word for the thing that you throw darts at. We had that. Now we have our target market, and now we're trying to narrow it down. Now the way we narrow it down is we take some of our clients that we already have, some of our customers, clients, depending on whatever you do, the word is different, but the people who give you money for you to do what you do. We go find a few of those that are in our target market, our favorite customers. Go find your favorite ones, whoever they are, the ones who are the easiest to work with, the ones who your business is for. So for me, I went to my clients who are small business owners, who are new to it, who are fresh out of college maybe, and they came in and they started their own business because they're entrepreneurs and they don't want to work for anyone else. And you need to take those people and you need to ask them a couple questions. Now, on my blog, which is in the description, I have a larger list of questions to ask them, but just a couple of the questions might be like, what do they do for a living? Do they have a family? How many kids do they have if they have kids? What do they do for fun? Where do they get their information from? Is it social media, blogs, newsletters? Where do they get their information? What annoys them about your industry? So let's say you're a hairstylist. Is your ideal client annoyed when you talk to them while you're cutting their hair? Or are they annoyed when you don't talk to them whenever you're cutting their hair? It can be completely separate because not everyone is the same. We're looking for our buyer persona, the ideal person. And then what are they scared of? If you cut hair, obviously something that people are scared of would be looking ugly, maybe, having a bad haircut, stuff of that nature. So these are things that you need to ask real people, and once you do it enough, you'll see that they have very similar answers after a while, or you can take the ones that are similar and then you can move into step three, which is building your persona. All right, so this is the best I could do at trying to draw this, which is my buyer persona. This is one of my actual buyer personas, and what you need to build a buyer persona, and it might be different depending on the marketing company that you work with, or maybe the industry that you're in. The exact details might be different, but this is a really good standard to follow. But what you'll need is you'll need a photo, you'll need their name, their age, what they do for a living. You'll need a backstory, some kind of biography section for them so that you know how to talk to them specifically, so you can be close to them because you know their story. You need their goals, their life goals. We said to ask your target market people about that, what their goals in life are, what they're afraid of. You need their fears, you need their pains, what annoys them, and then you need to know where they go for fun, or what areas of interest you have that would be best to insert yourself into their lives. So let's look at mine. This is Jeff. This is a nice drawing of Jeff, as you see in the picture. Well, his name is Jeff Ree, last name Ree. He's 27 and he is a startup business owner. Now, he just got out of college a couple years ago. He went and worked for a firm, and now he wants to start his own business, and that is what we're helping him with. His goals: he wants to build a successful company. He wants to be really wealthy eventually. He's not right now, but he wants to eventually. And he wants to retire young, so maybe he wants to stop working when he's 40. He's scared of not having money. He's scared of going broke, you know. Jeff doesn't want to be broke, and he left a stable job to go and start a business. And any of the business owners out there know that that is a pretty common fear to have. He doesn't want to be cheated by bad marketers. So there are a ton of bad marketers out there, and it's something called black hat marketing and white hat marketing, which was better known as black hat SEO and white hat SEO for search engine optimization. But on the online area, you can use black hat and white hat for all of it. But basically, black hat is whenever you buy followers and you do things for cheap that don't really increase your rankings or make you any better. It just makes you look better on the surface, and that's actually not good. While white hat people like ourselves want to add actual value to the clients, and we want people to build their brand and just be more successful, and that's something that black hat will never have. And then he doesn't want to have a bad image. That would happen if, say, he hired a firm to do some black hat SEO, not knowing that they were doing things unethically, and Google knocked him down in rankings because he was filed as spam because of the people he hired. That would tarnish his image, and it'd be really hard to come back from that. He's really scared of that. And his pains are he doesn't really remember to do marketing for himself. He's too busy doing other things that business owners do, like dealing with clients, dealing with wholesalers, just anything that's not what we do. He has trouble keeping up with trends. Social media and Google and all of these people change their algorithms, and they change best practices all of the time. And all the time there are differences that would change the way that we operate. And so Jeff can't keep up with that. He doesn't want to keep up with it, and if he did want to keep up with it, it would take way too much time. And then he doesn't really want to learn how to use the different tools, so like scheduling tools, or for SEO purposes there would be site crawlers and all of those different kinds of things. He doesn't want to have to learn to use all of those because it might be difficult to him, or he might just be too busy. Now, the notes in bio, I went over that kind of first. Sorry, I was in the way. But areas of interest, where does he? Jeff, being 27 and male, he might like video games, okay? So he might frequent this website called Twitch, where people go and stream video games. But Twitch is not only for video games, they have sections for other areas. One of them being IRL, in real life. And that could be somewhere where I stream myself doing content targeted towards Jeff, and he might like that. YouTube, that's where we are right now. Quora, Google, Twitter, Instagram, all of these places Jeff would be located at. So we could take these areas and we could insert ourselves there, and we could find him and lead him back to us. Now you might be wondering, what's this little triangle right here? Well, that is actually the secret sauce, okay? I haven't seen this on any other buyer personas. It might be out there somewhere, someone might have done it. I haven't seen it. So I would like to think that I'm the one who started this. But it's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And basically it's a theory that states that people need to achieve one level of their needs before they can go to the next one. And there are 5 levels. So it starts off at the bottom, the physiological needs. The Physiological needs are those that are like, I need to breathe, okay? I need to be healthy. I need a box to be under so that the elements don't kill me. I need food, physiological needs. And then once you have those, you can move on to your safety needs. So safety needs would be like financial security, home security, I need a house that no one will break into, things like that. And then we move on to social needs. Well, I'm secure and I can breathe and eat. Now I need some friends. I need people around me, people who support me. And that's what social needs are. And then we move up to esteem. Esteem is, or ego, it's also called ego, is to be the best around you, of anyone around you. So somebody with the esteem needs who plays sports might want to run the fastest or do the best in their sport. And then there's self, and the self is to be the best you possible. Now you'll see right here we have put Jeff in the esteem needs because he is a business owner. He used to work at a firm, but he wants to be his own boss. That means he wants to be the highest in the people around him, in his employees, and all of that. He wants to be the highest. So he's fulfilling his ego or his esteem. So what we can do for Jeff is we can make content that satisfies the social needs, that builds upon that fortifies it. So we might have forums, or we might do certain things for Jeff specifically to feel like he has a community. And then we can fill up the esteem needs in whatever way we find fit. But this is the buyer persona, and if you go to my blog, there's a whole list of all of the videos that you just watched, and I thank you so much for sticking with me through it, and I hope you found some nice value through this. I'll see you in the next video.